$75 for one bottle of the serum. But today, for $99, less than $20 more, you are getting 2 of these bottles. So exceptional value. You're going to see that through the whole hour. But we also have 4 payments of $24.75. This is an incredible serum that's going to help improve your skin's smoothness, the texture, and the firmness. And we all know we start to see the signs of aging when that skin starts to sag, when we see those fine lines and wrinkles. Here's a great solution for you. Here to tell us more about it, he is a board-certified dermatologist. We have seen him on many TV shows, including the winner of Big Brother in 2001. Now used to treat celebrity skin. Dr. Kirby's in the studio.
Renee, thank you very much for having me. Very nice to see you. Thanks for having me today. This is, you mentioned Neutrogena earlier, and I'd like to point out a little differentiation point here, which is this is Neutrogena Dermatologics. And what that means is that this is the upper echelon, the upper level of Neutrogena, a specialized professional division that focuses on that unique partnership between scientists and dermatologists like myself to give patients cutting-edge solutions for their anti-aging needs. So I'm really, needless to say, I'm really pleased to be here to educate your viewers about the product and to talk about it.
Now, there's a lot of really powerful ingredients in this product. And again, today, I'm so amazed at the value. Normally, one would be $75. Today, less than $20 more, you're getting 2. So let's talk about the ingredients that are so incredible in this product and what sets it apart from anything else out there.
Absolutely. Just to, if we could take one little step back historically, ask 100 dermatologists, and out of that 100 will tell you the best anti-aging gold standard ingredient for your regime, if you're worried about those signs of aging, is retinol. Now, the problem is, in the past, all retinols weren't created equal, and it's a very unstable molecule. What Neutrogena Dermatologics did, when you talk about the ingredients in here, they stabilized the process of creating this molecule. And as a result, 17 patents are associated with it. And what does that mean for you? It means that there's an incredibly high concentration of it, and that translates into, as you suggested earlier, smoother skin, softer skin, improvement in tone, improvement in texture. Overall, if I had one phrase to associate with the ingredients inside, superior anti-aging benefits. That's exactly what this product offers.
Well, we are all looking for a little bit of that.
Of course.
You know, none of us want to age gracefully. Let's take a look at a video, and maybe you can walk us through what we are seeing.
Absolutely. Well, I want you to imagine this is the upper layer of your skin. That divot there is a line or a crevice or crease from aging on your face. You apply the product, a thin layer, to your entire face every single night or during the day. What does it do? It increases surface cell turnover. It improves those fine lines, those deeper wrinkles, and the reason is because that increased surface cell turnover, you get that improvement in softness, smoothness, luminosity, restored luminosity.
And the texture as well, like you're not sagging as much. It helps with the firmness.
Very, very much so. When I talk about the stabilized retinol in here, it almost does a disservice to the other ingredient because this is actually a fusion product. It's the fusion of 2 incredible ingredients. The other product in here is Tetrol E. Tetrol E is made of amino acids, which are the building blocks of life. What does Tetrol E do? That's what causes the firmness and the tightness and the restored elasticity. That in conjunction, because remember it's a marriage, it's a fusion, with the stabilized retinol technology, with those 17 patents associated with it, that's what translates into those superior anti-aging benefits. Benefits that you can actually see over the course of just a few short weeks.
Okay, so if I get this correct, the retinol is helping with our fine lines and wrinkles.
Absolutely.
Tetranol?
Tetrol E.
Tetrol E.
Firms,
Tetrol
tightens.
E firms and tightens and lifts. And I notice, I mean, definitely as we start to age, everything starts to kind of go south.
Of course, of course. Well, you lose, what happens is, as you age, 2 things happen. One, light breaks down that collagen, but also just normal oxidation through everyday living, through the environment, through your foods. That oxidation process is very detrimental to the quality of your skin. So because this retinol is stabilized, you really get that same quality of retinol on day 1 as you do at day 60, because each of these bottles offers about 8 weeks worth of product. And
each bottle?
Absolutely. And that
so
actually,
we're looking at like 16 weeks full of product.
Well, there's a really important reason for that too. Everything that's done at Neutrogena Dermatologics has a very specific reason. Maybe we could pull up some of those statistics if we could, because I'd like to talk about why this timeline takes place. Now, very, very quickly, you get that lifted appearance in as fast as 2 minutes, and you get exceptional hydration lasting 24 hours. These statistics are based on a double-blind study conducted by dermatologists, and these are what the dermatologists noted on patients. Point being, very, very quickly, you get that hydration, and you get that tingling feeling and that lifted appearance very quickly, and that's really because of the Tetrol E and the other products.
And hydration this time of year, specifically in the
imperative.
Climate here that we have, that's, I mean, you notice a huge difference in your skin.
Very much so, but this is where things are really, really impressive. Now, the skin cell cycle is on a 35 to 57-day cycle, and that's why the study was done at 4 weeks, approximately 35 days, and 8 weeks, approximately 65 days. So if you look at here, at 4 weeks, we saw 97% of users showed improvement in the appearance of crow's feet and fine lines. 97% at 4 weeks. It's an incredible statistic. At 8 weeks, 70% showed improvement in the appearance of the stubborn under eye wrinkles. So the whole point is, when you say, hey, why is there 60 days worth in here? Well, we wanted to put the perfect amount in there so that when you go through one bottle, halfway through it, you'll start noticing those differences, and by the time you're fully through the bottle, you'll notice a very, very nice clinical change in the quality of your skin.
I like what you said in the statistics, too, the under eye. Because a lot of products we don't put under our eye. So how do we actually use this?
Here, I'll show you exactly. I'll show you myself. A pearl size amount is enough. That right there, I know you're saying, hey, Dr. Kirby, that's not very much at all. That pearl size amount, that tiny, tiny little bit, that's enough for your entire face. So you take the pad of your third or fourth finger, dab, 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 thin layer to your entire face. If you notice, it's very, the way I describe it is almost satiny. It's very, very smooth, very
silky,
luxurious. It's silky. It absorbs very, very quickly because it is a serum. Now, if you said to me, why do you need so little? The reason is it's incredibly concentrated. That's the name of the product itself. It's concentrated in X serum. But the whole point is that little tiny bit goes a long way, and you should use it just once a day. Twice a day is too frequent. Once a day is enough to get the improvement.
Where do we put it in our beauty regime? So I imagine my skin has to be cleansed first.
Absolutely.
If I'm using other serums, if I'm using other moisturizers, where do I fit this in?
I think that's a great question, and I'm sure a lot of people at home have that same question. So let me address it this way. You have to remember, this is not a cover-up. This is not a makeup. It's actually a treatment product. So it should be the first thing that comes in contact with your skin after you cleanse it. Now, if you already have an anti-aging regime that you feel like is working for you at night, well, you can use this during the day. If you have never used an anti-aging regime and you said, you know what, I'm starting to notice those fine lines, those wrinkles, my skin, it doesn't have the same hue, the same texture, the same luminosity it used to, then this, in my opinion, as a dermatologist, is the easiest way to enter in the anti-aging market. And you just put, what I do, a tiny little thin layer every single night before you do anything else.
Okay, now I like that you said that at night, too, before you go to bed, because I was reading that sometimes first-time users might get a little bit of slight pinkish tone to their skin, and that's normal.
That's very normal. What happens with retinols, once again, let's talk about the mechanism of action. How do they work? Well, they increase surface cell turnover. They remove some of those dead skin cells at the surface. So as a result, even though the product has exceptional hydration that occurs very, very quickly, sometimes some people notice a little bit of flakiness, a little bit of tingliness, a little bit of pinkness. I'm encouraged by that. That's very, very normal. That means the product's doing its job. But we like to see that surface cell turnover, and as a result, that's when you experience like you reference a little bit of tingling, well, then you'll also experience that really nice positive effects as well.
See, so that I like to be clear about that, so our viewers, when they get it at home and they try it, they're not surprised, because sometimes, you know, you get that and then your skin just takes a little bit of getting used to, and then you start to see the dramatic results. You start to see the wonderful reactions that you're getting. Okay, so we're doing it on cleansed skin at night. It's a treatment, so we put it on before any of our serums or our moisturizers, our night creams, our eye creams, whatever we're going to use.
Well, it's really for two groups of people, and it's, well, a lot of people, like you said, night creams and serums and all these other things. Well, I always tell people, using more products doesn't give you a better anti-aging regime. It's a function of using the correct products. So a tip that I give my patients when they come to my office in Beverly Hills, they bring in a bag of products and they say, Dr. Kirby, what do I use? I'm so confused. I don't know what works for me and what doesn't. And I tell them this. Take all your products and put them in your medicine cabinet and turn them label outward so you can read the back of the label. And over the course of a month, use your normal regime. And every time you use a product, I want you to turn it around so the label's facing toward you. At the end of the month, if there's any products that the label's backwards, that means you're not using them, and the reason is because they're not working for you, and you know they're not working for you. So as a result, clear everything off your medicine cabinet, out of your drawers, things that aren't working for you. Your regime may be so complicated that you're actually taking steps backwards, or you're just not doing anything at all. So that it's very important that when you start an anti-aging regime, it's effective, but it has to be simple so that you stick with it. And once again, in my opinion, This is the simplest, most effective, easiest way to enter into the anti-aging regime market.
I love that. I love how simple that it is. I love that it's easy, and I thank you for explaining when we wear it, how we wear it. I think a lot of times our viewers get so confused. Let's go back to the basis of the product again, in case somebody's just tuning in, and talk about the 2 ingredients that make this so effective.
Well, it's a fusion product, and then what that means is it marries 2 core ingredients. One, stabilized retinol. Retinol, gold standard for many years, but in the past wasn't stabilized, and that's why there's 17 patents associated with the stabilization process. Very effective product. Ask any dermatologist, and they will tell you retinol technology is the gold standard anti-aging product. But the beauty of this, it also has Tetrol E, which firms, tightens, restores elasticity. When those 2 products are married together, that's what causes the smoother skin, more supple skin, improvement in the luminosity and overall tone and texture of your skin.
All right, again, I want to go back to the value of this incredible duo today, because normally for 1 bottle you'd be paying $75. So for less than $20 more, you are paying $99. You're getting 2 bottles today, which is tremendous value. 432-678 is your item number. 4 payments of $24.75. Let's look at an animation again and just sort of see what these ingredients and how they work on our skin, and if you can walk us through
I'd love to. If you imagine that this divot here this is a side view. This is a wrinkle or a crevice on your face. You apply a thin layer of the product to your entire face, and what does it do? It increases surface cell turnover. It removes that dead stratum corneum, and as a result, it diminishes the look and the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles and gives you overall better quality to your skin. It gives you results that you can physically see. Of course, that takes a couple weeks. Anyone who tells you different is really misleading you. But the skin cell cycle, 35 to 57-day cycle, and as a result, 4 to 8 weeks of product use, or about 1 bottle, is just enough to really start seeing those really, really great clinical differences.
So about 8 weeks of product in 1 bottle. So phenomenal value again today at $99. If you break this down, you're paying just over $20 for a full second bottle of application. It's all about spring beauty and value in this hour. I can't stress enough, if you've been waiting to try some of the products, you shop with confidence with our 30-day money-back guarantee. But at these price points, this is the time to get them home and try it. And if you have been waiting for a treatment product to start treating your skin, this is a treatment product. Let's look at, again, some of the statistics with our incredible Neutrogena Dermatologics.
The statistics are so powerful. The first one is just really important. I mean, exceptional hydration lasting up to 24 hours, and that's obviously great with any product at all. You want that hydration. But at 4-week mark, that's where the really beautiful results come in. And I, as a dermatologist, I love for things to be quantified. So at 4 weeks, 97% of users showed improvement in the appearance of crow's feet and fine lines. 89% showed improvement in the appearance of stubborn forehead wrinkles. And that's after just 4 weeks. So once again, this is a study conducted by dermatologists on clinical patients. This is each of these bottles is a 60-day supply. So if you think 4 weeks, with 97% of users, which is virtually everyone, showed improvement in the appearance of those crow's feet and fine lines after just 4 weeks. So I'm very, very proud of those statistics. At 8 weeks, 70% showed improvements of the stubborn under the eye wrinkles. So over the course of those 2 months, really, really nice clinical results. And that's the whole function of this division of Neutrogena Dermatologics, is you get real solutions to real problems. So.
And those under eye wrinkles, I have to say, those are the ones that I'm really finding, maybe it's lack of sleep, I don't know, but really finding now that are really hard to get at. So I like the fact that we can put it right under our eye. We don't want to put it on our eyelid, is that correct?
I tell people it's a common sense caution. You could put a tiny little bit right on your lower eyelid and your upper eyelid. You obviously want to avoid the eye area. That's just common sense. But a thin layer to the entire face, you don't want to use more than comes out with one little dollop, one pearl-sized amount. That's enough for your entire face. But it's very, very safe for the entire facial area. Again,
a treatment product and 2 key ingredients. What are the 2 key ingredients?
Stabilized retinol technology. It's imperative in any anti-aging regime. It must be stabilized. This is the most effective form it comes in. And Tetrol E, which firms, tightens, restores elasticity. It's the marriage of those 2 products that give you superior anti-aging benefits.
All right, we want you to try the Neutrogena Dermatologics here today at the shopping channel. You've got the extra easy pays with our Spring Beauty event, so 4 payments of $24.75. Normally $75 for one bottle. Today, for $99, you are getting 2 bottles. 432-678 is your item number, and a concentrated serum that is a treatment for your skin. Dr. Will Kirby, how fun to work with you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine.
Time.
I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for being here. 1-888-2020-888, our toll-free number here.